Hi, Christie. Thank you for choosing me for this project. I spent all day creating a template for your ebook. I have not yet proofread the text. I just wanted to show you what I'm working on because I've been working on it all day. So I'm really excited about your book. I can't wait to see it in print or in ebook. Um, so let me just explain to you what a template is. I went through and I styled everything, and I'll show you what that means in a second. So this is your first page. This is your cover. Looks great at first. You know, my mother looks at my websites probably more than anybody in the world. So I thought about creating it crossed my mind. My mother's a very conservative Southern Baptist. So I thought about editing your cover just a little bit, but I noticed she could be wearing some clothing. So I can tell my mom, I think that she's probably wearing something. So anyway, it's the raciest cover I've ever had on my websites. So this is what someone will see, a table of contents. This is functional both if somebody clicks on their table of contents, this will pop up, or you have this page here. And it's all live, so it goes to chapter 1. So this is your heading, your number 1. We're used to have chapter 1 in your book. And I have these pretty little things on the sides. If you think it's too much for you, I can change that very easily because everything's stylized. Like I styled all the chapter headings the same, so it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks just like this with the pretty little markers on the side. And then your first letter after the first paragraph after your title is always drop cap with 2 lines and this line here. So that looks pretty. And then you have a lot of breaks in your text. Okay, also wanted to say I have your all your letters and your text messages are all formatted the same way. I formatted them as I would a block quote. And you can see it's a little bit lighter text, and there's a little bitty tiny line right here that separates the text from the rest of the text. So all of your letters and your text messages are formatted in this way. So let me know if you'd like your letters and text messages formatted differently, and I'll be glad to do that. I think it looks great like this, but you're the boss. So there you have that, and you have that little bitty tiny line, and then you have these pretty little ornaments, and this is the least ornamental ornament that I use. I can use a whole lot of other things that look kind of like this, but there's just more ornamentation. If this isn't pretty enough for you, let me know, and I can give you some choices. So you have a lot of things going on here. You have on this page you have the letter, then a line, and then you have the first paragraph after the letter. You have the ornament, and the first line after all of your ornaments. The first couple of letters or first couple of words, excuse me, are in small caps. So it's a very pretty book. So just going clicking through, this is what it looks like on the Kindle Fire. And you'll see that the ornament is down here at the bottom of the page. I really don't like that, but we really can't control where stuff appears on the page because your client or your reader can adjust easily the margins and the size of the letters. So don't stress out about that because we can't really control that very well. So this is how it looks like on the Kindle Fire. Once again, you see your paragraphs in the text are indented. You have your pretty ornament. First couple of words are in small caps. Now we can change any of this, which is a beautiful thing about working with ebooks and with the styles. All of these paragraphs, this paragraph is styled differently from this one, so I can select all of these paragraphs and change these first couple of words or the first line. I can do the whole line drop cap, or small cap, excuse me. Or I can do the whole line just regular if you want to do that. I can even drop cap this first letter like I do the beginning of each chapter, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So go to chapter 2. I can do the first few lines here of where you have after a long quote. I can do it just like that. So I'll show you, like right here after an ornament too. I can do that same. This is called drop cap. I can do that over here after an ornament. So you got just a gaggle of choices. So let me know what you think, and I can change it accordingly. I think I've shown you just about everything. I'm going to click through a couple of pages here and see if there's anything else. Oh, one thing that I did was I thought a few of your paragraphs are super long, so I read them and I broke a few of your really long paragraphs into separate paragraphs, smaller ones, because people are reading this on devices, and you don't want like somebody reading it on their iPhone to have like seven or eight screens of the same paragraph. Let's see if I can't change. Yes, I can. So I'm going to change it to Android tablet. Some of these devices will add spacing and give you give the reader a different experience of looking at the page. Apple is really the only one that does that. So I'll go to iPhone, and it looks great on iPhone. I got a little simulator here that simulates different kinds of readings. Okay, the only unfortunate thing is I cannot send you a one of these an ebook file actually that you can read on your own until you pay your invoice. And the reason why is because I have an agreement with the HTML company that I'm using for my editor for my HTML. So anyway, I can show you samples, but I can't give you a sample. So it's just one of the silly little things, and they can catch me. So anyway, I love your book, and I cannot wait to see it. So just let me know what you want to do. Thanks, Christy.